A new study by researchers at the University of Sussex, funded by Rowse Honey Ltd, has demonstrated that weeds are far more valuable in supporting biodiversity than we give them credit for. Their findings, published in the Journal of Applied Ecology, show that the abundance and diversity of pollinators visiting weed species are far higher than DEFRA recommended plants. In the UK, 5 species of native wildflowers are classified as injurious in the 1959 Weeds Act. 3 of them are frequently visited by many species of bees and other insects: ragwort, Jacobaea vulgaris, and 2 thistles, Cirsium arvense, C. vulgare. The other 2 are docks, Rumex crispus and R. obtusifolius, whose flowers are mainly wind-pollinated. Their results, which found that pollinators were visiting weed species in higher numbers than DEFRA recommended plants, were mirrored by a subsequent analysis of scientific literature. In the database of pollinator interactions, 4 times as many pollinator species and 5 times more conservation-listed species have been recorded visiting the 3 insect-pollinated weeds. Similarly, the database of insects and their food plants showed that twice as many herbivorous insect species are associated with the 5 weed species. Pollinators are crucial to maintaining global biodiversity, ecosystem resilience and agricultural output. However, there are significant concerns about pollinator declines, and the long-term decline of flowers in our landscapes is considered a key factor. We appreciate that agricultural weeds can cause yield losses in arable and pastureland. However, we've shown that they can also be of great value to both flower-visiting and herbivorous insects, and shouldn't be underestimated when it comes to supporting our natural biodiversity. Freedom of information requests to public bodies such as councils, Natural England and Highways England. The majority of local councils indicated that they actively control ragwort, thus classing it in the same bracket as invasive, non-native species such as Japanese knotweed, Rhinotria japonica, likely due to the Ragwort Control Bill 2003. The implementation of the Ragwort Control Bill probably deserves greater scrutiny, especially given that the evidence underpinning it is questionable. Our results clearly show that weeds have an underappreciated value in supporting our natural biodiversity. Here we show the importance of ragwort and thistles to flower-visiting insects. The Environmental Land Management Scheme, which is to be rolled out for English farmers by the end of 2024, will largely replace the schemes currently available under the EU Common Agricultural Policy. The authors are hopeful that this policy will provide sufficient directives and financial incentives to persuade land managers to tolerate injurious weeds, while taking into account the challenges facing different stakeholders and the balance of practicality and cost, as well as the benefits to the Nicholas J. Balfour, Francis L. W. Ratnieks. The Disproportionate Value of Weeds to Pollinators and Biodiversity. Journal of Applied Ecology, 2022, doi 10. 11/11/1365-2664. 14132 University of Sussex. New research demonstrates high value injurious weeds can bring to pollinators. Science Daily, the 8th of March 2022. ift.tt/ruxa20. University of Sussex. 2022, March 8. New research demonstrates high value injurious weeds can bring to pollinators. Science Daily. Retrieved March 8, 2022 from ift.tt/ruxa20 University of Sussex. New research demonstrates high value, injurious weeds, can bring to pollinators. Science Daily. ift.tt/ruxa20. Accessed March 8, 2022. Please support my channel to grow by pressing subscribe button and the bell icon. We will notify you technological news. Thank you.